Hello, this is going to be proof that a husband really can make brownies. So let's see what happens here. I started a little earlier getting everything together. We've got a Duncan Hines brownie mix, salted caramel. That ought to be really good. It says it's signature, I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, I've already started the oven, so it's warm. I got a little bowl that said I had to pre-spray it, so I sprayed that with Pam, and it seems to be good. And then I've already dumped the powder, or the mix rather, in the bucket. I've already put some water in there, and I put 1 egg, which is what they're telling me to do on this old family recipe. And so now I only have to add some oil, and then I'll need to mix up a little bit. Ooh. I get this without spilling it. Now that took talent. Okay, we got that. And then now, I believe, based on the instructions, I'm supposed to stir this like 50 or 60 times. So we may fast forward through a little bit of this as we're going along. But I understand there are machines that work and does this part for you. My wife has a really nice mixer. But today, I think I'm the mixer, so we'll see how that works out. So anyway, we're going, guessing I've got about 20 stirs so far. And because I stirred up the water previously, it was, most of the mix had already mixed with the water and the egg, and so it was already starting, but that really should be done all at the same time. So anyway, give it about another 10 or 15 whirls, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, I think that's going to be about as good as I can get it, so I'm going to start, supposed to pour this into the bowl. I guess I'll get this where you can see it. Kind of interesting, and I actually have a spatula that will probably do better than the fork I was using to mix it with. Okay, so, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and push all this down into the bowl. All these years I thought it was hard to cook. Apparently, the instructions come on everything, so so we'll see how this works. So anyway. Okay. So I've got, like, if we were not on camera, I would scrape every drop of this out because I'm just that kind of person. But as it is, we're gonna leave it at this, put it in, get that started. Then we're gonna spread this out in the bowl. The oil is helping to keep everything where it should be. And on the instructions, it said that we're supposed to knead the caramel packet 15 times. Okay, all right. And you cut off one corner. You're supposed to drizzle it on the device. So far so good, just cut off a little corner of that. I'll put this kind of over to the side. And now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna, right now it's just kind of flat, like, you know, like a pudding or something. So I'm gonna go in, and it's set to come back and forth across the top of the brownie mix, which I'm doing Didn't know I had this kind of challenge. Here you go. Okay. Want to make sure I squeeze all that out. Don't want to leave any of that goodness in there. This is caramel, or maybe salted caramel. I'm not sure if they get the salt in it. It's in the caramel, or if it's in the mix, but somewhere it's in here. So pretty much got that put in place. Okay, that's that. Then it says here to put it in lines across the pan using the tip of a knife, drag it through the batter and the caramel to get the desired marble effect. So I'm gonna, first of all, scrape off the rest of the mix that's on here. I think it'll probably just mix down in. Toss this is over here in the sink. And then I'm going to start, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got it kind of, oops, start to slide. Oops. You can see the caramels going back and forth across the top of the mix, the liquidified mix. Here we go. So now I'm going to start going back and forth through here to try and get kind of a marbled effect. I think when I angle my knife, I don't know if you can tell I'm doing that, you'll see it in a second. Instead of going straight through or like that, we'll do it like this. And I think that kind of folds it down into the batter. So we'll see how this is going to work out. So anyway, all that and that extra mix just disappeared, so it's down in it already. So I think we're pretty close. So here it is before it goes in the oven. We'll see what it looks like in about 30, 35, wait a minute. This is a 9 by 9 pan. It says 27 to 30 minutes. 350. Okay, we should be good. It's already, the oven's hot, so we'll see what happens. Okay, it's been 30 minutes, so we're going to see what the brownies look like. Hang on here. Pull this out just a little bit. Spin it around for good keeping. And then we're going to set this up here on the stove. And back in, of course, again, we will see what it looks like.
That was good.